one girl in my entire life, even the feminist ones, has gotten upset at me for referring to them as a dude or saying the word guy in their vicinity. It's not like I'm telling them to shut their mouth and not talk, because that's what this lady is called, a homonym. Just like how the word rock refers to the music genre and also refers to a step and a false narrative when she says that we're ignoring non-males by using the word guys. This lady is straight up uneducated.
She an idiot.
Are we living in the 1600s where women weren't allowed to vote, where women couldn't own land? If you claim to be as oppressed as you are, then you wouldn't even be employed by a large media company and you wouldn't be making $70,000 a year. Instead, you would be at home fixing your husband a steak dinner. I feel like people like this are ungrateful. They want something to complain about, which is why you see these types of videos being made. It's dead ass the only explanation I can come up with.
There are larger issues that we, the feminists, need to combat. Reproductive rights, violence against women, LGBTQ rights, and the general race program.
I got a makeover. I got tits and a beard now. Gray tank top and brown pants.
She might be the dumbest feminazi I've ever seen. She just acknowledged that there are much more.
My RuneScape character has female breasts and a beard. A full beard.
To push out this brain dead content, and she's fully aware that she's doing this. It might have taken her a couple of days to do research.
Yeah, the new stream layout is supposed to look sci-fi. It's supposed to look like I'm doing some doing something sci-fi related. I don't know how it's supposed to look sci-fi, but it is. Looks like 1930s Western. Damn. I didn't think that it looked old. I thought it looked newer.
So without any sort of proof or even an anecdote, this feminist says that she's sure that if I walk into a room of cisgender heterosexual men and call
it does look kinda. Now that I think about it, it probably, especially on top of this game, it probably looks a little primitive. Yeah, it actually looks like caveman style. It looks like fucking old. A Western. That's like a type of fucking movie.
Why don't you apply that same advice to yourself? If you did, this video wouldn't have been a thing.
Oh, I'm finally about to be over 1,000. AFK training combat on new main. What the fuck, a new main? 70 to 78 strength. Yeah, combat levels are pretty asshole. Especially if your melee stats are a bitch. But, after, like, you're getting to the levels where it starts to, like, well, it's really not bad until the mid to late 80s. That's when, like, the XP for the level starts to become, like, excessive. And, like, at 80, see, like, on my stats, crafting is at 84. I just went from like 79 to 84 crafting in the last couple days, but by chance, pretty much. But like at 84, I believe as soon as I leveled, it was. Yeah, I've gained like 170 XP already, so it's like 500 XP per level, around 85. Levels are like half a mil, starting in the mid-80s. And then like 97 and 98 are like, and are over 1,000,000 XP.
yesterday or something that every school should
96 or 95 and 96 are like 900K around. I mean, everything is technically easy, but combat's a little different though, because if you're looting while you train, like if you're actually fighting monsters that can kill you, like you have to pay attention basically the whole time if you're actually farming drops, because you have to high alch shit, or I mean you have to telegrab valuable stuff, then you gotta high alch the shit that's valuable but not worth holding. And you gotta fucking drink prayer potions if you're fighting really high level shit. Or eat food. And then you gotta watch your prayer in case you die. There's like a bunch of, it's basically a 24/7 thing. That's why, like, when I do Black Demons, I have to be willing to pay attention the whole time. Because I've died multiple times from not looking for a few minutes. A history major? This man done lost his bitch ass mind. I ain't no history major. I ain't no damn history major. Yeah, motherfucker. Little boozy and this bitch. Little boozy and this bitch, motherfucker. Little boozy. Little boozy. Little boozy. Sound like an old fucking man. Little boozy. He's a young man by the name of Little Boozy. Little fucking Boozy. Little fucking boozy, mate. You ain't gonna tell him what to do. Little fucking booze. Little boozy. Dino Jim 69. Why are you making usernames for Jimmy?
The cisgender heterosexual man is, according to BuzzFeed, the person to walk the face of this earth.
Dino Jim.
If you're not as straight as a circle, BuzzFeed hates you. Like, I don't know what I did.
That's Jimmy Jacobs' username. Dino Jim 69. Because he makes dinosaur noises all the time. Dino Jim 69.
Why is my sexuality a lifestyle? Why do you call it a lifestyle? Choosing to wear a dress? He lives by the beach. That's his lifestyle. It's not really a lifestyle. It's a
Put away your lobster. Weird looking lobster.
This man really just said it's not my lifestyle, it's my life. That's like me saying I'm not homeless, I just live on the streets, or I'm not a crackhead, I just smoke crack every day. These guys are just pathological.
All the NPCs refer to me as a Mrs. now. Because I have a fucking female body, what the fuck?
All about not stereotyping people, so how are they going to sit here and stereotype me based on my sexual orientation?
Why is that? I don't know.
Standard. First of all, everyone has a type. You might not be the type. Don't flatter yourself.
Don't flatter yourself. This blonde needs therapy. What's wrong with her? Now, why is this person, I don't want to assume anyone's gender, why is she wearing glasses that don't even have lenses? She looks like a lame-o. Let me catch a rock from that person. I'll snatch those glasses off her face and Cody them into the nearest garbage can. Now, to answer this actual question, I guess by their logic, I should just tell all the females that ever talk to me in my life, I should tell them, just because I'm talking to you, notice you, interested in you, that's the logic these ballsack followers are using. Are they really expecting me to believe that whenever they come out to a straight person, the first thing that straight person says is, I hope you're not interested in me?
Why are you so
If we lose, report Jimmy.
Why does it matter if I'm gonna have sex or not?
I guess they're all playing Smite, otherwise it wouldn't make sense. Blame Jimmy for everything. If we lose, report Jimmy. For what? Anything?
Why do people get so offended that people are asking me these questions? Just say something and move on. God damn.
Technically, the world is overpopulated, and me not reproducing is helping you out.
Actually, you're right. I'm begging you not to have kids. Please don't do it, because the last thing I want is to have another generation of BuzzFeed snowflakes. When I have a kid, I want them to grow up in a normal society free of idiocy. I'm suffering through this right now so that my kids can hopefully have a great life.
He sucks from what I seen. He's talking shit about him while he's playing. I guarantee you Jimmy's in the chat looking at the phone. And Nate's like, Jimmy sucks from what I seen. He's gonna start getting mad. He's gonna have like that look on his face. Like he is the Terminator or Rocky or something. It's like when he gets moody and you're like, what's wrong, buddy? And he's like, shut the fuck up. I remember that day when he was like nowhere near the lead at Mortal Kombat. It was like the maddest I ever seen him. He's like, how the fuck do you think I'm doing, bitch? I'm like, how you doing over there? He was like instantly like, how the fuck do you think I'm doing, bitch?
How does it feel to be accurately represented in everything? Every single show and film ever.
Why is your definition of diversity of gay whiteness?
That shit was fantastic. Jimmy gets so mad about video games. It's very satisfying. We gotta get out fucking cigarettes. We don't have a choice.
I can embrace the stereotypes and have a laugh. Ellie from The Last of Us is gay. One of the characters in Stranger Things, one of the most popular TV shows of all time, is gay. I actually have more of a reason to run around.
I was like, it must be him then.
Aren't being casted in pretty much any blockbuster Hollywood movie. Guess what? I don't care. When I go to the movie theater, when I watch that movie on Netflix, I don't care if a character is white. I don't care if a character is black. I don't care if the character is goddamn pink, let alone their sexual orientation. Movies are fake, they're not real. All the characters in movies are fake, so why are you getting so angry about something that's fake?
Why is it that you have such a large dating pool but still a really high divorce rate? Because it's real marriage. Because it's heterosexual.
both of these clowns really thought they did something with this one. What does this even mean? How is this even a question? What are you trying to prove? Do they not realize that gay marriage has only been legalized fairly recently and that you can't accurately compare, I don't know, let's say 10 years worth of data with data that's existed for over 100 years? I think they're trying to say that gay marriage is better than straight marriage because of the divorce rate, which again, I don't seem to understand because I thought the whole point was that we're supposed to consider both sets of marriages equal.
Why do you have to call it a gay wedding? It's a wedding. It's just a wedding.
That's what you can charge us now.
It's too black for a wedding marriage. Would you call it a black wedding?
If you're so opposed to us using the term gay wedding, then why do people in the LGBTQ community, which you're supposedly a part of, use the terms gay or same-sex marriage? It seems to me like they're getting offended over something that not even most gay people seem to care about.
Why do you try to set us up with the very next gay person you see?
Is this person okay? It seems like she's had some of Joker's laughing gas venom. Why is she just smiling all the time? What a weirdo.
I'm trying to set you up with your other good guy.
I think we've established that there aren't any sort of professional standards at BuzzFeed. Why is this dude dressed up like he's going to the beach or a skate park? No wonder BuzzFeed is the way it is. If these people stepped foot into any other corporation acting the way they did, dressing up the way they did, their employment would be terminated in less than 5 seconds. Do better.
That's Tinder or Grindr or what do gay ladies do? Oh, we don't have one. Okay, never mind.
Stop
That's
complaining.
true,
Oh my
though.
God. If you want to make an app
I
for gay
agree with
ladies
that.
to meet, then
They
do
should
it.
make
Stop
one of
sitting on
those.
your ass making these videos.
He's like, shut the fuck up and stop being a faggot.
For gay women, I would participate.
He's like, shut your ass up. I like his attitude.
I'm actually happy that BuzzFeed makes these videos because, to be honest, if it wasn't for them, this channel wouldn't exist. For that, it's only right for me to
BuzzFeed.
olive branch the people who run BuzzFeed's YouTube channel. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. The Twitch and Twitter have both finally hit 1,000 followers, so thank you very much for that. So I guess the new goal is to hit 1,500 on both platforms. Help me get to 150,000 subscribers on YouTube. Comment the link, hit the like button. You guys know the drill. See you guys in the next video. What is going on, everyone?
What is going on?
Video that I put out, I just made
Yo, he's playing Modern Warfare 2 Remaster.
And I really can't tell if it's an inside joke or if people are seriously wondering. I've pretty much just stopped answering the question altogether, and hopefully whoever commented can figure it out themselves. And if you still can't figure it out, don't worry. All you have to do is go over to the description of the video, and I've listed the game that is being played in the background. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to follow me on Twitch, help me get to 1,000 followers, and join the channel Discord. We finally hit 1,000 members. On Discord, you can pretty much just connect and chat with other subscribers of the channel. You can even voice chat with me if you want to. I even play Call of Duty with the Discord members, so if that's something that interests you, then click on the invitation link down in the description below, and I'll also link all of my socials as well, so go ahead and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. So anyways, we have today yet another jealous hater, a neckbeard who doesn't get any love from his parents, probably just drives around the neighborhood with an unmarked white van that has free candy written on the side of it. It's funny because his email just so happened to be the same as his Instagram username, which his Instagram isn't private, so this clown clearly doesn't know how to conceal his tracks, or he didn't think that I would actually look him up on the internet. But anyways, let's take a look at what he has to say. If you're gonna say that OnlyFans shouldn't be considered a job, then take a look at yourself. You are making YouTube videos and call that a career. What a joke. You've gotten the same amount of girls as you have brain cells. I'll let you figure that one out. I've been subscribed to your channel for quite some time since your crappy WNBA compilations, but I'm not subscribed because I like your content. I'm just here to leave a dislike on every video you release. Back to my original point. These girls who you claim to be quote-unquote thoughts are way more popular than you and make more money than you. After all, they don't have to buy views and subscribers like you. I mean, how is it possible for you to grow so fast given your filthy, low-quality content? It sounds like you're a jealous virgin who hasn't even smelled a girl. Okay, so we have a lot to unpack here. So I've said it only 10 million times. I'm a college student. YouTube isn't my career, and it will likely never be my career. job after I graduate and use YouTube as side money. I'm not going to be living off government welfare checks like you pissant. A human brain contains about 10 billion brain cells, so are you suggesting that I've gotten 10 billion girls? Thank you very much for the compliment, but I stay true, I stay loyal. I've only ever had one girl, and that smoke show just so happens to be your older sister. Now, I know you're best friends with your right hand, so when you're on the hub, you might notice your sister's face on one of the thumbnails. I know you're in love with her, so you'll probably click on a video, and my beautiful face will be right there as well. It also might explain why you're going to be an uncle in a few more months. But don't worry, I've already placed a restraining order on you. Now, did your mom decide to roll around in radioactive waste when she was pregnant? Because it seems like you were born with your brain fully formed inside of your asshole. You leaving a dislike does not matter. I think I have a 96 to 98% like to dislike ratio on all of my videos. So please keep clicking on my videos, leave a dislike, and continue giving me ad revenue. Thank you so much for your service. Now, you do realize that these OnlyFans girls are rubbing their dirty boots all over your face, and you're just sitting there like a little lapdog licking their boots. You are out here defending girls who don't even know who you are, and they're using losers like you to get more and more money. Alright, just think about it for a second. I know it might be hard since you're suffering from third stage brain damage, but you really woke up to write a moronic email to a guy you don't even know to defend some random girl on the internet. Does that not sound sad and pitiful to you? And you're absolutely right. I don't go around smelling girls. Okay, that's kind of weird. So I guess you got one thing right in your email. What's worse is it sounds like you're jealous of another man's success. Maybe one day I'll pull up to your house in a Ferrari and do donuts on your driveway, and then I'll proceed to use my money to purchase you, because that is how insignificant and worthless you are. Today we are taking a look at BuzzFeed's child Mike. Now, Mike's Wikipedia page says that they are a media company that covers social justice and progressive issues described as serious issues important to young people. I thought, there would be articles and documentaries about things like climate change, or the abysmal job opportunities that us young people are facing, the insane tuition costs for college, lack of affordable housing, etc.
Well, it keeps projecting something.
These are not serious enough
CD
issues.
players.
They decide to focus their efforts
What is
on
that?
the most serious issues of them all, mansplaining
Oh,
and cancer.
that explains a lot.
Yes, earlier we saw manspreading, but now men are guilty of doing something called mansplaining. Now you might be wondering what the hell mansplaining is. So for manspreading, it's pretty easy to figure out. Man plus spreading. Mansplaining is, I think, man plus explaining. I recorded this part before even watching the video, so that's my best guess. But I think feminists are not only triggered by us spreading our legs, but it seems like they're upset about us explaining things. I mean, if these words teach us anything, it's that feminazis are just not capable of being creative. All they do is put man in front of something and think that they're owning the guys. Anyways, enough of me talking. Let's see how this wonderful feminist is changing the world by taking to the streets and being brave enough to interview these big, bad, horrible men about mansplaining.
Do you think mansplaining is a real thing?
Mansplaining? Man what? Plaining? Like explaining matter? Escaping or mansplaining? Oh, you're talking about the man walking, like to explain everything.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Look at how these guys have absolutely no idea as to what she's talking about. It's almost as if mansplaining is a made-up fake word that quite literally nobody knows or cares about. Do these feminists just sit around in their office sucking on their thumbs trying to figure out what to complain about next? I mean, it seems like the BuzzFeed feminists are living in this bubble completely detached from reality.
I knew what mansplaining was, and I was pretty certain they knew it. I just had to get them talking long enough.
This isn't just a thing. It's a sign of protection and care. It's a proof.
Look at that stupid, dumb grin on her face. This older gentleman is trying to walk with his friend, but it looks like she's femisplaining by sticking a mic in his face.
Dude, why are they creating words? I'm expecting you to know them.
Notice how the man is upside down, where the female symbol is right side up. They're trying to own the guys by saying that we're upside down or something, but it just looks corny. And unlike the feminists, we don't get offended by this stuff. We just like to point out at how unnecessary and stupid it is.
It's embarrassing.
Why does she find it so surprising that these men don't interrupt people and that this dude said that he doesn't see people interrupt each other in the workplace?
What the fuck is wrong with this lady, dude? She's got mental illness. She thinks that, like, every man is splaining? Mansplaining? How about menstruating? You want some of these little chicken dicks? And breading? These little chicken dicks. I didn't think that you liked chicken dicks. I'm glad to know I'll be able to find chicken dicks for you in the future. Chicken dicks. Welcome, chicken dick lovers. What if these were really chicken dicks and that was just like a part of American fucking food? Breaded chicken dicks. Legendary breaded chicken dicks. These have been a commodity for 40 years in our nation. We just love the dicks of chickens. We couldn't fathom a world without dicks of chickens. We couldn't stand a world without the dicks of many chickens. Have you ever been interrupted by fucking anyone? Dude, that would just become irate instantly if someone asked me a question like that. I'd be like, have you ever been fucking interrupted by every type of person in the fucking world, you fucking idiot? I would, like, get their point proven by acting mad aggressive. I'd be like, what are you, fucking stupid? Been interrupted by every fucking type of person, you dumb bitch. She would not put that in the video. She would. She'd be like, this is a perfect example of a male answering such a question. I'd be like, you stupid bitch. It would be in like slow motion.
This man right here just put himself onto the Easy Swish Sniper Hall of Fame. Just for the boys, give this man an award. Let's give him a standing ovation. What a top lad. I heard nothing but facts being said.
I don't necessarily think men can interrupt women, but I think sometimes they can interrupt certain people.
I think it depends on the type of man you are. I've never really felt that men interrupt women. Actually, the women interrupt men.
Had he given her his dancing?
This interview just backfired so hard. This feminazi.
What the fuck?
I'm kind of shocked by that
Guess
lady.
what? As she always is.
Which one?
Wrong.
Feminazi.
This female right here gets my badge of honor and of
By saying, did he give her his man thing?
Just all of it. The way
I know,
she-
it makes her look bad. Her whole operation, it's like he's saying, her whole operation is making her look bad.
right. She clearly lives in the real world.
It's true, the operation makes her look silly and fucking mad for no reason.
I mean, this is truly a monumental entry. And I love how the interviewer said he had given her his man thing. He probably has. Are you just jealous that no guy has asked you?
That's what everyone's starting to say to feminists now. Like, you're mad because you don't ever get a penis from anybody.
The only action you've ever gotten was holding a youth and in your junior high prom.
If you know that you're being a misogynistic person, then you can at least, like, know how to change it. If you don't realize that what you are doing is an idea.
Wait a goddamn second. Did she just interrupt him while he was trying to give his answer? Is this an example of feminist blaming? Is she really out there chasing men down and teaching them a lesson on not interrupting? And then she goes on to interrupt a man herself. I remember in my answering 36 questions for men video, I said that these feminists claim to be the most well-behaved, woke people and say that men are these terrible, terrible people, but in reality, it is the BuzzFeed feminists that are the hypocrites. And I had a bunch of feminists get mad and say, "Oh, Swish, you're a misogynist. All these feminists are right." Well, guess what? We have Exhibit A over here, a woman who says that men are the ones who interrupt women when she so clearly does the same thing she accuses others of doing. And then she comes out with a video called "Cancer Isn't Feminist," the disease that causes so much pain and suffering to families around the world, a disease that affects children all the way to 90-year-olds and has cut hundreds of millions of people's lives short. Apparently, that isn't the problem with
Why would you even name a video that? I'm so confused.
instead of maybe making a video of a child fighting and overcoming
It's
cancer.
not an appropriate name for a video.
This stupid website thought it'd be a
Cancer isn't feminist? Well, yeah, no shit.
this nonsense. Now, I'm only gonna show you guys
What kind of fucking name is that shit? That shit's not acceptable.
I'll just link the video in the description below so you can take a look for yourself.
I'm not having kids. My body, my choice. And it turns out my choice has serious health implications.
Wait, is that the girl? How the
Looks
commercial?
like it. It looks just like her, son of a bitch.
Yo, she had an ad?
Frameless, healthy looking.
Her own ad?
Alright, why are you acting?
Yeah, that was the ad right there. Cancer isn't feminist. It said it right fucking. Wait, what? I don't know.
I think he played a joke on us. Because the real ad looked like it showed up after that. And then it said fucking. It didn't actually make us skip the ad. It just skipped itself automatically. And maybe that does exist and he was just showing us. But if that exists, dude, I'm afraid of YouTube. I'm not trying to fuck with YouTube anymore if that's real.
Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. The goal is to hit 120,000 subscribers. And what's going on, everyone? So, as usual, we'll be reading some hate mail. And let me tell you guys, the Fortnite kid is back, and he is so angry, so much so that he's threatening to ruin my life. Now, if you don't know who this kid is and why he's so angry, check out the video in the description below so you have some context. So pause this video, check that video out, and then come back. He says, "You will be in so much trouble. I will ruin your life. My dad is a lawyer, and I will have him sue you on several counts of ruining my image, defamation, and constantly disrespecting women. You will be in a maximum security prison soon, so enjoy time with your prison boyfriend, LOL. I will have you know for defamation you can go to jail for up to 1 year and pay $1,000. You're broke, you don't even have enough money to get a lawyer, so I will sue you and win so fast, LMAO. You said I am below 12. I will have you know I'm 14 years old. I was born in 2006. You said my parents are probably drug addicts, but that is so false. I am the starting pitcher of my baseball team and won many trophies. My parents always say they're proud of me. Maybe you are just sad that your parents hate you, jackass. Meet me in person. You think you're so tough, you keyboard warrior? I'll send you back crying to your mommy. Also, I don't care enough about grammar when talking to people like you. I won't waste my time typing up a proper email to toxic scum like you. You will be hearing from my dad soon unless you either A, apologize to me in public, or B, send me an apology email back. Maybe I will forgive you. Alright, child, listen here. I didn't reveal your identity, so I don't know how you could possibly sue me for defamation or ruining your image, and I'm pretty sure you can't sue me for disrespecting women because I'm not. I'm also exercising my freedom of speech. If you want to continue with this lawsuit, I dare you to sue me for at the very least $1 million. I will be representing myself in court. I don't need a lawyer while you hide behind your dad. And when the judge looks at your case and shits all over it, I will turn around and countersue you for whatever you sued me for. I'll win the case in the blink of an eye. I'll get millions, and your family will lose all their money. But that isn't all. Your mom is a gold digger, and now that your dad lost all his money, she'll come to me. I'll marry her, which means I'll become your stepdad, and you'll arrest me.
I'll become your stepdad.
I will take whatever game system you play Fortnite on and piss all over it, and then I'll take a hammer and smash your Fortnite disc into a million different pieces. You said you won many trophies, but participation trophies don't count. Stop lying about being the starting pitcher of your team. Keep that bench nice and warm, you scrub. Also, I'm not going to fight
You
the
scrub.
I already made you cry to your parents without even laying a finger on you. Also, please try to type up proper emails to quote-unquote toxic scum like me, because it's hard for me to decipher the diarrhea coming out of your mouth, and no, I would rather lick a window than apologize to you. This is the last bit of attention I'll ever give you, so crawl back into your cave. Now let me say something real quick. I know a few people who suffer from medical conditions like thyroid and PCOS, and one of the side effects of these illnesses is weight gain. I know they work out for hours a day and are on multiple diet plans, but they're just not able to reduce their weight, so it's really sad to see, and I'm a pretty reasonable guy,
all I
so
did
these
was tell
types
them
of
my
people
phone
want
number
to
and
have
be like,
fun
hey, I'm trying to pay
positivity
my phone
and
bill, and they're like,
but
okay,
there's
go
another
ahead, go do it.
70%
And then I
of the
went and
chocolate
did it,
pie,
like,
no pun
online.
intended,
It was
of
so
people who like
stupid,
to
like,
stuff their face
it was
with
so
cookies and
fucking
cakes,
stupid.
and they occasionally shove French fries up their ass, and that is the group of people we'll talk about today. Apparently, these people think that you and I have some sort of quote-unquote
obviously,
thin
well, I
privilege,
did
and
pretty
I didn't
quick.
even know
Not
that
now.
I had this
Now, I
privilege
didn't
until a
before,
bunch of
because
you
I
hit
didn't
me up
know
on
this kind of
Twitter
shit was,
and
like,
the
going
YouTube
on, so
comments
it's fucking
asking me to
something.
make a video on this. Now, you're probably wondering what the hell thin privilege is, so let's have this wonderful, independent,
No,
strong,
COVID's not
and
getting better again.
larger-than-life
I don't know why
feminist
everyone's saying
explain it
that.
to us.
Thin privilege. Now, it's not a myth of the creature, it's something made up. You're thin, you have thin privilege. Or if you're perceived to be thin,
Well, my mom said that apparently.
Alright, so
they
let's
want
take a
my
look at
grandma
what
in
the
hospice.
definition of privilege is. A special right, advantage,
Yeah,
or
but,
immunity
she's not-
granted or
she's
available
not
only to a
hearing them,
particular
she's not-
person
I
or
don't know.
group. I guess the only privilege I have is that when I look down, I'm able to see my dick. But in reality, thin privilege is a completely made-up term, even though Snorlax over here doesn't think that's the case.
everyday tasks that a thin person can take for granted, but need to trust their person like myself, there's some anxiety, through the activities they do that from, presentable to taking it. So, how's it what am I saying? Just think, sit and see.
I am gonna go visit her. I am gonna go visit her with my mom probably this week.
I remember a few years ago, I had a flight from France to New York, and
Yeah,
the
I
guy who
know,
sat
and
next to
so
me
when I
might have been
messaged
pushing
her, I was like,
300
oh.
pounds. He was overflowing
Let me
into
know
my
what
seat,
day and
right? He
time
was a
works
blob.
best,
The dude
because
was
today
constantly
if you let me
moving
take
around,
his
and
car,
he
I
kept
can
elbowing
do
me.
some
He was
method.
also radiating so
And I
much
know
heat, and
it's
worst of
ideal
all,
for
he
me to
smelled
drive out
like
there and be
cheese.
back,
And the dude ate like
before
5
it gets too
chocolate
dark. I
puddings,
don't like
he had a
driving
couple
in the dark
bags of
'cause I'm
chips,
supposed to
and
have
had like 6
glasses.
cans of Coke. I was so
And
pissed
so
off
she had
because it was a
messaged me
red-eye
back
flight, and it was
on
8
Friday.
hours of torment. So I
had
totally
messaged her
understand why some people might be
Thursday at
squirming
5
in their
p.m.
seat when you sit
Friday
next to them.
afternoon,
When
I
engineers
messaged,
design seats
stop
for
telling
public
Andrew
transportation, they're not going to think of every edge case, because if they did, then they'd have to design
one, number
seats for
two,
people who are blind,
I think
they would have to
everybody
design
just
seats
stays
for
in
people who
their
don't have arms and legs,
places
they would
with
have to
everybody
design
they've been
seats
around
for
as of
whales.
right now.
There are just so many
due to
endless
the
possibilities, so they
rising.
decided that it would be easier
And I'm like, are
more
you kidding
time
me?
and
So I,
cost
you know what I
efficient
mean? Like,
to design
I don't
everything
know.
for the average man or woman. The average man is not the size of a planet, right? So this is not exactly a privilege, so to speak.
And you go to 99.9% extra shop.
Faster, little chicken dicks.
Away every day. I've got
Come on now, chicken dicks.
So there's this wonderful.
I want those
invention,
chicken
you may have
dicks.
heard of it, called the Omlet, and more specifically, online shopping. Here you can buy your quadruple extra large clothing items without even moving your body, which it seems like you're an expert at. You won't get shamed. Most companies offer a free return policy if things
I
don't fit.
want those
So I just
chicken
don't see the
dicks.
reason you need to go to a
Those
physical
chicken
store when
dicks.
everything can be done at the comfort of your home.
Those chicken dicks.
Even though I'm confident I can't do that,
Those chicken dicks.
or do that.
Because the matter of the fact is, when I get the
Look
kid
at
full
the
time,
size
she'll never
of
see him
this
again. I don't
donut.
care if she's
This
on her
egghead is
deathbed and
wondering
she
why her chin has a
bitches and
chin.
moans
Now, I
and
personally
cries
could
to
care
see
less
that
if
child.
a
She will
plus-size
not see
person
him.
comes to a
These
bakery and
tables
gets
will
cookies,
turn.
right? I don't
The
care,
situation
but
ain't
some
turning
people
out
might
like
be
Mason
staring
and
at
shit. Like, you
wondering
know what I mean?
why you
Watch.
order a 3,000 calorie donut when you're 800 pounds.
Watch.
You clearly
Watch.
enjoy
Because if anything,
your
I'll
fair
make sure
share of
Sam and
donuts
Victor
in your
adopt
life.
him
Maybe you should
first.
think about
I don't
hitting
give
up
a
a
fuck.
salad shop instead, and when the people at the salad shop stare at you, this time they'd actually be thinking in their minds at what a great lifestyle choice you're making.
So, you able to go and see like what's actually wrong with you, or do you want to weight and how you can improve your diet and lose weight, and you will be weight in a prescription, or what is actually wrong with you. And to be honest, I actually won't go to the doctors now, just taking things.
So this SJW is very mad that doctors are doing their job. Every time I visit the doctor, they always take my
Why?
height
She
and
hasn't
weight.
tried
When I
to
was
reach out
younger,
to me,
I was on the
nothing.
chubby side, and my doctor would come in and explain to me that I was a little bit overweight for my age and height. If you are obese, it is the doctor's
I got my
job
mom
to let
over
you
here
know that
flipping
you
the
are
fuck out on
obese,
me,
and then it is
literally
their
threatening
job
to not pay for
recommend
the
some
storage unit if I
solutions
don't
to
get
reduce
Emmy
your
on
weight.
to
Maybe the
her or
problems
her to
that
see
you're
Emmy
having
on.
with your body
And your
are
mother's
caused
making this
because
extremely
you're the
difficult for
size
me.
of a baby
I wish the
beluga
bitch would
whale.
just get a
Perhaps
big lump of
instead
cancer and
protesting
fucking,
doctors,
you know,
try to listen to them.
Darwinism
Maybe if you feel
failed
like your doctor
with
is
her.
a douche, you can probably go visit a different doctor. It doesn't seem like you're living in a remote village.
Let me stop you right there to say that obvious that I'm going to say this because the whole thing actually has nothing to do with anybody else. Just put something smaller, just in the same way, or bigger. There's no way that you diagnose someone
The
That's
YouTuber
facts. I will
sounds
admit
like
he's not
Jack.
wrong.
It's like
I
a
remember
18-year-old
playing
kid.
basketball with this dude a couple years back, and he looks completely normal.
Yup,
and
exactly,
one day he
yeah,
told me
no
that he
one's
would no
supposed
longer
to-
be
I don't know
able
how
to
he
do
could
it.
sound like Jack. It's like a YouTuber who's got to be like no older than 19.
$140, it expires within 24 hours.
He's not wrong. For the most part, you can't look at
Yup,
someone
because
and
he
say
has,
they
it's
have
his
Guy's gotta be like 10. Can't sound like Jack.
There's a more than
What
likely
days does he go to
chance that they're
daycare?
Jack's
suffering
not 10
from some
anymore.
sort of health problems. So I guess she's partially right here.
That's so disgusting to me. Oh yeah, with the wave of COVID, that's so responsible.
Yeah, again, another privilege.
According to this
Make-believe
expert,
COVID
people
wave
have the
number
privilege
3.
of not getting bullied online, which is
There's a
obviously
new wave.
bullshit. Then people just get bullied in a different way, maybe based on the way they look or the way they
That's
dress,
all you
or
feel
their
bad
skin
for?
color,
Oh,
or
that's
their
all you
name,
think
or
about?
their religion.
That's
There are
all
many
you
other
feel
reasons
bad
people
for?
get
That's all
bullied.
you think
Don't
about?
act like you're the only one out here getting
I said
bullied.
that's
People
all you
used to
feel
make
bad
fun of
for?
me
That's
and
all you
call
think
me
about?
Dumbo the elephant
I
because
gotta
I
get
have
to
big
this
Hello?
fucking
I'm sitting
oven.
here crying about the privilege
Can you hear me
that
now?
people with small ears have.
You hear me?
I can put a picture
Cooking swordfish.
and I'm literally
Hello? Oh my
I'm
god.
done with swordfish.
Hello?
Fuck swordfish.
First of all,
I've done
these
enough.
aren't Instagram
Yeah, that's all.
comments.
Yeah, that's all you feel bad for.
My
That's all you worry
magic
about.
is about to hit 23 million XP.
That's all you
Which is
feel
great.
bad for. That's all you worry about.
Maybe you have diabetes. Maybe your arteries
19-0.
are clogged. The grease that you
I don't know.
bathe
Your
in.
mother
How
needs to.
could
Your
you
mother needs to be a
possibly
fucking
know?
adult and stop being. She feels attacked by my mother. Like that shit's crazy. My mom ain't even say nothing to her. I'm getting put in the middle of all of this, and I'm the only one that has done nothing.
Two-legged privileges. Acknowledge your able.
507.
I don't think you do understand it the way that you need to understand it. I don't think you do.
The list can go on and on and on. I think she's just upset that whenever she steps on the weighing scale, it displays her phone number, and she just wants to take.
She has tried. She has tried. She has
place the
tried.
blame on themselves. It's always us that are at fault. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video,
Yep.
please be sure to subscribe, hit the like
Straight the
button,
fuck
share
up.
video with
Flat
your
out.
friends, and
Flat out. You don't understand
of
how
course, just
disgusted
wanna give
your
a big
aunt is
thanks
with your mother.
as usual to
So
all of you
disgusted.
who are
Straight the fuck
subscribing
up.
to the channel.
Fuck,
If
you
you're a
gotta-
newcomer, welcome, and also a huge shout out, of course, to the people who were
Like,
here
she's
when I was at
don't want nothing to do with
5,000
it.
subscribers as well. Thank you for staying along this wonderful ride. The next goal is 70,000 subscribers. I know some of y'all are
Yep.
patiently waiting for 100K, so let's see if that happens. I'm not keeping my hopes up. I'm just trying to take baby steps here, guys. So the next goal is 70,000 subscribers, and I also want to give a big shout out and a thanks to the guys who shared this stupid spin privilege video to me. And as always, if you have any video ideas, definitely let me know. So with all that being said, I'll see you guys on the next video. I should be uploading next Saturday around
It's
this
like
time.
ruined my
Well,
life. This is
so
not
see
what
you
I
guys then.
expected in marriage. This is not what I expected a child to, you know what I mean? To not have, I don't know, whatever. I signed up for a lot of things, but I don't know if I signed up for this. Like, I didn't sign up for your mother. I definitely didn't sign up for your mother.
Bobby's gonna poo his own pants and eat it.
Yeah, anytime you...
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to The Right Opinion, the home of a twat with too much free time and image. It's
Yeah,
something that
10
very
years.
few people seem to care about. And understandably so. In our communities, there's nothing wrong with a bit of reputation conservation, particularly if that aids your standing amongst others. Image can be reflected in our demeanour, our actions, our comments, and equally, it will be defined by how people interpret that behaviour. When we encounter human beings and other alike entities, we spend a lot of time trying to paint a mental picture in our head for how we envision. Now, we cannot look into their minds and read their every intention, but some judgment is always necessary because we have to make a decision which may involve bestowing responsibility or trusting certain people down the line, and that mental picture has to be factored in. However, this is typically reserved for personal relationships, and although we may hold greater opinions about certain issues, we don't typically assign weight to it. This is particularly the case with corporations. Now, it's completely valid to have distaste for corporations and their conduct, but it's also reasonable to accept that most companies are made up of a lot of interacting kids, and this can lead to them being pretty much separated from the idea of consciousness altogether. Although I wouldn't actually agree with that and urge others to keep in mind that a decision will typically have a person behind it, it is often hard to conceptually feel any emotional connection to what a company may do. However, if we did that, we'd probably never stop being upset. And we do need to look out for our mental well-being.
Smart about it.
YouTube
The way you
occupies
speak.
a weird medium between the world of
Otherwise,
intimacy and distance. Because although we may not feel a
if
connection
you
to a
can-
lot
if
of
you
traits on a personal
have
level,
contact with her
partly
after that
relies
one
on the
more
direct
time, then
support
I-
that we pledge towards them. A lot of celebrities feel a bit beyond our world, and YouTube creates communities that people
Because
can be
it's either
involved in.
gonna be
However,
me or
because of
the
that,
mom.
there's a bit more direct
That's just it.
accountability,
That's
and a
just it.
judgment that does feel a little more personal. Therefore, we tend to apply
Yeah,
certain
you said
standards
that
to
time
creators
and
that we may
again.
not
You said
give
that
to
time and
large
again.
multinational corporations,
I'm not
partly
fucking
because of
around.
that
I'm really
connection
not. I have
and
no
partly
patience.
because we actually have the
Like,
power to hold them
I don't.
accountable. Over the last few years, we've witnessed companies attempt to be, quote, woke and relate to the human
I'm
condition.
tired of
It
it.
never
You're
feels
always
particularly real because although
keeping me
usually
down
the impression it's just another campaign focused toward the demographic of depressed teenagers who occupy the Twitter hellscape. On top of this, the tweets are never really channeled through the mind of an individual, and therefore we never put a face on the company or develop a personal connection. However, in 2015, a business managed to infiltrate a then budding YouTube community where a character could become almost synonymous with the product that he was offering. Yes, long before the Better Health scandal would cause many creators to reevaluate how they keep an eye on sponsors they collaborate with, there was an even more bewildering controversy surrounding one of the most iconic YouTube sponsors, Samurai Bar. Samurai Buyer is an online proxy buyer/delivery service, which on first impressions wouldn't have the most applicable market potential in the YouTube environment, particularly in unboxing content, which was the main genre they were engaged in. However, this is where we introduce a man named Misaki, a now former representative and master manager of the branding section. In communication, he seemed to be an oblivious Japanese gentleman attempting to sell merchandise to the Western world with your happiness at heart. Brought to stardom by his appearance on iDubbbz's Bad Unboxing series, he became renowned for his unassuming demeanour, broken English, and habit of appropriating phrases in a rather unflattering yet precious fashion.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that as an
Jack Yellow
excuse.
merchandises that you want to
I don't want to hear that as an excuse anymore
Can you
because
hook me
it
up?
does
Hey, homie,
nothing.
that would be great.
It does
What is your
nothing,
size?
absolutely
Medium. Okay,
nothing.
Over the next 1.5 years, the Samurai Buyer brand would expand their scope in
I
working
will
with
close
multiple
this
YouTube
motherfucking
personalities
account.
from
There's no
across
need to
communities,
speak to her.
capitalizing on this reputation.
To
While
me, there's
Misaki
no
obtained a unique status amongst creators and their audiences as a culturally sheltered yet conscientious and enthusiastic gentleman with the interests of his Western friends as his utmost priority. In many
Alright, well,
ways, he
that's not
became
good
the
enough.
face of the brand,
Anymore.
involved in a platform that treated him with the personal
Alright, well,
nature
that's
that
not
he
good enough
treated
anymore.
creators.
And I
It
will
was
find out if
so,
you speak
so
to her.
wholesome.
I will find out.
Good love, Misaki. Oh, God, man, this dude is incredible.
But was it too wholesome? In the world where corporate and personal become one, the heavens will collide with the earth. Over the end of the spectacle, corporations and creators alike realize why they were probably better off in different worlds. Yes, today, my friends, is the story of deception, exploitation, and intimidation, with a side of legal crime. And with that level of dramatic potential, you'd expect there to be a comprehensive backlog of creators covering the situation. However, due to reasons that will discuss later, the landscape otherwise seems
no
flat.
good.
Many of these videos having vanished from where they
Like,
once
everyone
were.
else is
Until
up to no
recently, I
fucking
was barely
good.
aware of this situation, and under the impression that Misaki had merely honorably faded into obscurity.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Was wrong. Well, today we're attempting to fill that gap with as much information as I could find, some spicy storytelling, and some hot
Fucking
takes
around,
for a
just
hot
so-
case. It's been a while since we stepped in a YouTube time machine. I'm thinking of
Everybody
what
up,
the
no
I
good.
really don't understand the impact, like, he ruined a lot of things
a
for me.
business with old principle appeared to encompass some of the purest qualities of YouTube culture. However, as a wise man once said, expectations are for losers.
He definitely caused
Does
the
that mean there's a
dum-dum.
story to tell? Oh yes, it does. So I suggest we get right to it. I guess the first specific question to answer is, what is Samurai Bar? What sort of service do they
Yeah, it's like creating fucking long time problems for
what they tend to do is purchase content
Oh
my God.
Usually these in for long enough.
You can put them in longer if you want.
And then facilitate transportation of these goods which may otherwise be
The first couple I ate were hot as
international
fuck.
restrictions on those specific sites. Typically, this is related to online shopping. However, these services also extend to auctions, which sounds pretty fun if
The
I'm
ones on the outside of the
you will probably be
of the
charged
arrangement
at
were
points to the surface.
fucking
For the
mad
upfront
hot.
cost when you make the purchase, and then for the cost of the shipping once it's arrived at their warehouse with the weight and size measured. It's a curious system, but I suppose it's one that makes sense. Samurai Buyer's about page doesn't really have much information
They're
about
definitely
their
cooked enough
it
to
much
be
more
fucking
focuses on their features and their benefits of using their services. This
edible.
isn't a criticism, but given their lack of information elsewhere, how Samurai Buyer came into being may appear to be a bit of an enigma. However, it would not surprise you to know that its existence preceded its presence in the YouTube community. The first archives of the old site, samuraibuyer.jp, appeared towards the end of 2014. In fact, this old article announcing the launch of Samurai Buyer was published
Jeez.
on the 14th of November 2014, which can give us a pretty strong grip on when it was established. It was launched by the Bushido Corporation, headed by Yasuhiro Tanaka,
Global
who
commerce?
was
What
already
the fuck is
operating a
that?
similar service known as the Taobao Shinkansen, which helped deliver Chinese products to those in Japan. The Taobao being a reference to the popular Chinese shopping websites, and the Shinkansen being reference to the Japanese bullet train, symbolizing their
Japanese stuff was, or Chinese stuff looks weird.
Bushido clearly sought to reapply the formula on a larger scale, this time signaling intent to export
Chinese shit looks
to China,
weird.
Taiwan, Hong Kong, and the United States.
I don't like Chinese.
This venture was well received,
Chinese websites even look weird.
being published in March of 2015, proudly proclaiming that over 110,000
Chinese advertisements look weird, let alone fucking websites.
However, the article focused on success predominantly with
Everything
websites,
Chinese
and if we
is
recall
fucking
in the
scary.
previous article, we would have noted that they seem to have their sights
Why are
set
the
on
Chinese
United
so
States.
good?
However, there were a few
Being
key
scary?
problems that were likely hindering their progress in these markets. Now, we could talk about the lack of prestige or the already existent competition from within, but another significant problem was the language barrier. Samurai Buyer had a website. This website did have an English language option, however, it was not the most fluent. If you were browsing the web looking to purchase some foreign goods and encountered this website, which appears to possess the English skills of a spam email, it may not fill you with the most confidence in their ability to deliver.
no.
Here are some of the examples. The word of samurai is symbol of Japan, but widely well known in the world.
Oh,
It is essential that using Japanese when you purchase at Japanese online shop, unless shops support for English. Our special staff will assist you even though you cannot speak Japanese. These are my favorites. But jokes aside, this poor grip with the English language is something that pervaded their website and would probably make any Anglophone think twice about spending their hard-earned cash on such a convenience. So over the next few months, they worked on the linguistic flaws, eventually creating a accessible and trustworthy
I wish I could have
However, it
this
was a
one.
bit clunky and unconvincing. Add this to other issues, and it was probable that they weren't quite performing up to the level they were aspiring for. Now, at this time, there were a lot of creators on YouTube doing these unboxing videos, some of which were sponsored content. However, unlike a lot of businesses involved in this enterprise, Samurai Buyer weren't actually offering dedicated loot crates. Nonetheless, someone, maybe even Misaki himself, had the audacious yet relatively ingenious idea that they could be a part of it, and instead of using these boxes to promote a product, they could use it to promote their delivery service. Conceptually, it works. In fact, it works incredibly well, because whereas with loot boxes you are constrained to showcase content that would be congruent with what you're offering commercially, with Samurai Buyer they could practically put anything in the box as long as it was something you could buy yourself on their website. This meant they could cater to the YouTuber's interests and compel more positive reviews and enthused endorsements. It's not exactly clear when they began contacting YouTubers with their propositions. However, IDUP wasn't actually the first person to work with them. I can't say for certain who was, but what I do know is that on the 6th of September 2015, just under a fortnight before Samurai Buyer's first appearance on the IDUP channel, a creator by the name of the Anime Man uploaded a video called Where Do You Buy Awesome Japanese Goodies?
Have you ever been in a situation where it's like, you look at stuff on Amazon, you look at stuff on eBay, some cool Japanese stuff, like whether it be snacks or t-shirts, posters, figurines, awesome stuff that you can get in Japan, but it's like, it doesn't ship to my country. Well, Samurai Buyer is a website where you can do just that. It's a proxy buying website. Pretty much you go onto the Samurai Buyer website, as you can see on the screen right now, and you pick out your goods that you want. And not to worry if it doesn't ship to your country, because Samurai Buyer will actually go and buy the things for you, and then with a small fee, it will actually send you the stuff through Samurai Buyer rather than through Amazon and eBay.
In this video, he answers the titular question, stating that you can in fact buy awesome Japanese goodies from this website known as Samurai Buyer. As a video, it doesn't really stand out from standard sponsored content, and there are no details regarding their interaction other than that he seems to be relatively familiar with them. On principle, it made sense for a company based in Japan to reach out to content creators who have audiences more engaged with Japanese culture and would have a greater desire to purchase their goods, thus finding greater utility within the website. The Anime Man's video was well received and obtained an adequate number of views. This may have satisfied Miyazaki and the crew over at Samurai Fire, who were probably unsure of what to exactly expect from their sponsored content. However, it's doubtful that they could have foreseen the fortunes that one of their next clients would bring them. Let's talk about that interesting character. 2015 iDubbbz. A bygone era for sure. In fact, that whole period feels like a blur, and I wouldn't blame anyone for not remembering that iDubbbz didn't actually have the most prosperous year. It definitely picked up at the end, but a lot of it was spent obtaining steady yet gradual growth. Nonetheless, he was carving out a firm niche with content that carried a general appeal, or defining his brand as an independent creator.
I'm gonna put a link shield on my forehead. Hey, ladies. Do you like geek culture? Because I'm the biggest LOZ fan in the world. I speedrun it, and I go back past the cuckoos.
By September 2015, iDubbbz had two main series which were held in relatively high esteem by his audience. These were Kickstarter Craft and Bad Unboxing. The former is of little relevance. The latter is what caught the attention of Samurai Fire. The Bad Unboxing series have been running since 2014 and consisted of our good friends Ian iDubbbz unboxing various items, testing them, often in unorthodox fashion, and then delivering his verdict.
May the Triforce be with you. Oh my god. My brain is starting to hemorrhage a little bit.
Some of his content was just Ian opening up what he felt like, but in the months approaching the Samurai Fire saga, he had increased focus on loot crates and methods of destroying their content. Nonetheless, these videos did receive a consistent number of views and retained a dedicated fan base. Now, iDubbbz's channel wasn't exclusively Japanophilic, God, what an ugly word, but regardless, he had exhibited interest in Japanese culture and previously advertised products from the nation. Whether this factored into Samurai Fire's decision to approach Mr. Edubbbz is another question, but they clearly saw an opportunity to win over some new buyers of the samurai. To a sponsor, probably one of the most attractive features of iDubbbz's content is that he wasn't a creator defined by the topics he was covering. It was carried by his distinct persona, which meant that there was a level of security in the traffic that he would receive, even if it was the most unappealing topic, like some sponsors upload art. This is probably why a lot of sponsors worked with iDubbbz in spite of his relatively modest size at times. He elevated the content by being able to apply his natural self and provide a promotion even if he wasn't always the most complimentary.
iDubbbz, I can't believe you burned your subscriber plaque and also put guacamole on the Triforce be with you.
Trying to get me to narrate shit.
I'm gonna throw it in the trash. I'm not even gonna watch it. I could watch it easily. Take 2 seconds. You know what I'm doing?
Now, although the English on the Samurai Fire website was passable, what a handsome man, by the way, their social media posts indicated that they may still lack the necessary proficiency to operate a particularly successful PR campaign. However, with intrepid, slightly misplaced confidence,